All right, let's see who shows up. I'm predicting. Oh, my shoulders kill me. I'm predicting three people show up. Try. Tres. Three. All right, so I'm kind of holding my neck a little weird because I jacked up this shoulder. It's kind of. I think I actually pulled a guy getting out of bed. So if I'm a little gimpy on this shoulder here, yeah, it's not feeling real good. So I just thought I'd pop in and see what's happening, what's shaking, see what's happening in the world of YouTube. I haven't been doing live streams too much lately because when I first started doing them, I got a lot of people, and then it seemed to just fade. And I think it's just because the way YouTube is. There he is. Yeah, dude, my shoulder's almost better. I went for a 45-minute walk today, kind of loosened it up in the heat, but I think I strained at getting out of bed, honestly. Yeah, you know you're old when you wake up with something hurting that you didn't go to bed with hurting. How's Florida, man? Hotter than hell, I imagine. St. Louis is a swamp, a flippin' swamp. By the way, Mister Rio, have you listened to any of my podcasts lately? I know you're a busy guy. Either homeschoolers from hell or you said what? I love this guitar right there. I love that guitar. It's my Beatles guitar right there. Love it. But when got my first job making more than $5 an hour, I got my job in my warehouse making $15 an hour at the time. Big deal, big bucks, Daddy Warbucks. That guitar was $1,500. It's a Rickenbacker. Beatles played it. I love the sound of it. It's got the most unique sound of any guitar I've ever played. John Fogerty played one a lot too. If you listen to the early CCR stuff, I think later he switched to Gibson, but if you listen to the early stuff, he was playing Rickenbacker. I've said this before, but they changed it from Rickenbacker to Rickenbacker because they felt, I guess the company felt that there was too much anti German backlash during World War II and after World War II, so they changed it to a more English sounding name, Rickenbacker, but it's actually Rickenbacher. If anybody cares. Yeah, just thought I'd jump on for a little bit. I'm actually getting ready to start doing some edits to the Homeschoolers from Hell intro. It's a funny intro, but I've got so many little clips I'd like to throw in. Yeah, I got to push back, push back, push back. You know, hope my latest video wasn't too much of a downer, but just go get so sick and tired of people talking about the cure. Like my neighbors, like, oh, they got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm like, dude, just a wire in my brain and a needle in my stomach does not excite me. Does not excite me. And I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes I think it's more about raising the money than it is about the cure, whatever however you want to put it. Didn't get a lot of views on that one. Had to rename it because it was a real negative name. And Naomi said, my wife said, nobody's gonna. Hey, I saw you at the Millennium Falcon, bro. Jealous. I'm a huge Star Wars guy. Well, you know that. You know that. Saw you with Princess Leia at the Millennium Falcon. Rock on, brother. I guess your lovely wife, is there with you too, from what I saw in the pictures. Yeah, if I had to visit, if there was one place I wish was real that I could visit, uh, it would be the Millennium Falcon, like if it was real, and the second one would probably be Hobbiton. Those would be my two go-tos. Go to Hobbiton with a Bag End, or take a flight with Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. Yes, I'm down here getting ready to. That's awesome. Wish I was healthy enough to get down there. I'm glad you're taking my advice and just going out and doing stuff before you can't. I mean, I could, but let's face it, I would be exhausted and I wouldn't enjoy it. That's like for the 4th of July, I've had some people say, "You coming over?" I'm like, no, because I wouldn't enjoy it. My dyskinesia has got to the point where I'm out in public that it's not even fun anymore. Tell your lovely wife I said hello. By the way, how are your Phillies doing? They weren't doing so well, but then I saw they were on a run. Cardinals actually just swept the Reds. Yep, see him. Six minutes and 30 seconds in. Purple rain, purple rain. See my t-shirt? Got into Prince later in life. Thanks to my good friend Rebecca and her lovely husband, Sam Wade. My legs kicking. Sorry. That's the thing. My legs do what they want to do when they want to do it. I wonder sometimes if my dyskinesia is worse when I'm watching myself, or if it just seems like it's worse and this is what I'm always like. I honestly, when I'm sitting around at home, it doesn't really bother me that much. But you get me in a stressful situation, it's not fun. That's what I've tried to tell people. It's like when you see me in a stressful situation, it's completely different when I'm at home. Not completely different. I still have trouble walking and stuff, but I don't have the wild motor fluctuations. Hey, there she is. How you doing, girl? To quote Joey from Friends, how you doing? You ever watch Friends? I've been rewatching that show here lately. Sarah. Que Sarah, Sarah. Your name is Sarah, Sarah. Sorry, smart ass. Yeah, so it's tough to know if my dyskinesia, like I said, it's the weirdest thing. I get out in public, it immediately doubles. But I'm sitting at home, generally just chilling out. Might be a little bit wiggly, but it doesn't really bother me. I think Mike just famous. Vámonos. Vamos. 3-year-old twins. Oh no. Better you than me, girlfriend. Better you than me. You know, my sister-in-law has twins, and they're Jack and Nora. They're sweet. I love them. Nora is so funny. I want to say she's 8 or 9 or 10. I'm not good. I don't know all the ages, but she was introduced to my Parkinson's because she spent the night, and I was real shaky in the morning, and she went home and asked her mom, "Why does Uncle Jeremy shake?" But when she gives me a hug, it's so sweet. You can feel her whole body tremble. She just squeezes with all her might. But they're twins, but yeah, they're older, so they're not 3-year-old. I don't know about that. Good for you. You're a saint. Better person than me. How's your F&D going? All right, I'm probably going to stay on a little bit longer, and then I've got some podcast work I got to do. Yeah, my shoulder. Made the mistake of rubbing it when it was sore. Don't do that, folks. Don't do that. It makes it twice as bad. Muy malo. Tom Selleck staring at me ever so intensely over my shoulder. I've said before, I wouldn't say I'm not a Tom Selleck fan. I liked him on Friends. But my friend Catherine bought that for me, and I said, why? And she said, why not? I said, good answer. All right, folks, I think I'm going to shut it down. I was just kind of jumping on to see what was going on, see who was out there. It's a lot more fun when there's a lot of people, but still good to talk to you. All right, see you on my next video.